Que pasa, amigos? I'm the battle damage variant of Raid 9. It's a gorgeous day outside, and I figured what better time to review some toys. Universe Mudflap. There's also someone I have to say thanks and hey to real quick. Gears 2040. Thank you once again for subscribing to me, sir. Now, before the word Basplosions ever entered the Transformers lexicon, there was this Mudflap. He came straight out of the Cybertron line. Except in that line, he was blue. Aww. I'm blue right now just thinking about it. And while we're on the subject of eerie phenomena, like I need to point it out, this is not Cybertron Mudflap. This is actually 2007 movie line Mudflap. Back in the days, I like to refer to as the Age of Innocence, when we thought the Unicron trilogy was the worst Transformers had to offer, Mudflap sat around as a shell former. No one loved him, no one wanted him, and he eventually died and disappeared. The end. But by the power of a marketing miracle, some Hasbro exec thought we totally need to pad out the toy movie line. Take some of those old Cybertron toys, redeco them, and get them out there. And that, children, is where Mudflaps come from. And since I let the whole Cybertron line pass me by the first time around, I'm actually pretty glad to have this version of Mudflap. He's a construction vehicle in a brilliant yellow deco. Before that, he kind of looked like the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Huh. I'm kind of looking like the blueberry girl from the Willy Wonka movie. Check out his hook with all that amazing detailing and wiring and the pistons and the ratchets. Oh my god, look at that. You can actually see moving parts. This slider on the back even helps the crane extend. Look at the reach this sucker has with that. It gets better. It gets better. This whole back platform goes 360. Oh, listen to that. Like cracking a safe. Undoubtedly, this is the main best feature on the toy in vehicle mode. There is one more thing you can do with it, though. A missile launcher, right there. Strike like a bumblebee. So when we break out the old faithful Cybertron skeleton key, and insert it in the slot like so, we get ourselves a handy-dandy missile launcher. Not the best feature, especially when you insert the missile. Yeah. So in my mind, all systems are set for awesome! I can't understand why this toy would shell form for so long as it did. I mean, I can understand if people actually watched Cybertron and they didn't like the character. How could you hate on this toy? The detail on everything is just packed. Check it, yo. They even added a control booth for the crane arm right there. And is that a sculpted in windshield wiper I see? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Your move. And the same goes for that front cab section. All that detail. Even on the dashboard, you can see controls and windshield wipers and everything. No detail was too small to spare for this. I'd say all around vehicle mode is well-rounded. Love it all. Color, the accessories, the sculpted in details on every part of it. You know what? This might even make a good custom part for a Constructicon combiner, maybe? So part of Mudflap's transformation to robot mode is taking the front grille here and flipping it out to form one of the feet. However, just leaving it like that kind of makes it look like a leg, wouldn't you say? A leg that kind of matches up with a certain arm. Kind of like, oh look, there's a leg, there's an arm. Maybe if I had a few more Constructicon vehicles, I could have myself a giant robot. You know, I'm just saying, it's a construction vehicle after all, and we Transformers fans, we know how to get more play value out of our construction vehicles. So since Mudflap comes from Japan, his robot mode looks less menacing and more heartwarming. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're the most adorable yellow vehicle since Hot Shot. Aww. Side effects from your transformation may include huge back kibble issues and huge calf sections on your forearms that make you look like Popeye the Sailor Man. Still, it's not really all that bad. I mean, these huge calf sections can act as shields, and at least the gun's built into the arm, so I'm not going to lose it. And you can still move them pretty well. And pose them. And as an added bonus, that crane arm is now a Sword of Omen's arm.
Thunder! Thunder! Thundercat!
Oh, you're dead, Grappel. You're dead. Oh yeah, and guess what? Icing on the cake, articulation is superb. The head can do a full exorcism. The arms can move all over the place and click loud enough to interrupt conversations. The waist clicks too, so you can make Mudflap do the cha-cha. Same story with the legs, except bonus helicopter feet. I'm super happy with Mudflap. Specifically the 2007 movie line Mudflap with his awesome yellow deco. I can't understand why for the life of me this toy shelf warmed for so long as it did. If it was the kibble as an issue, I could understand, but it barely gets in the way at all. One of the things I don't think people are giving a fair shake is that sword arm / crane. Oh, just awesome! You know, Mudflap may not look that menacing for a Decepticon, but don't let him hear you say that, or he'll cut you to ribbons with that giant sword arm of his.